are those insta-heat things? We saw one of those a couple cases back. We've been seeing signs for those all over town. So what the heck's going on here?
Okay, everyone, keep it down.
New building.
Cole Phelps joins the arson
Or at least
squad
new
today.
office.
How'd you like porking that German whore, Phelps? Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
Hey, that's the guy
You
from
do
the
now,
intro.
Biggs.
You know, the guy who was
Social
narrating.
basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then.
Yeah, for sure.
Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, Detective. Now get out of here. Both of you.
Alright.
Get out!
I didn't want to arrest the kid, so I gave him a dusting he wouldn't forget.
Good for
Yeah,
you.
the bum took a swipe at me. Put him down with my sap.
I'm gonna let you okay, well, there's the exit. What's up, man?
I'm at a loss.
Captain said the first place was on Kenmore. Let's go.
No talking. Got it. I initiated that one. So this is a new building.
Hey!
What? Oh. Okay. I think I've driven this type, but I still like it. I'll drive. Actually, I won't. Is there a transcript log? Which one did he tell us about? Shouldn't take long. Start with these two house fires, Steffen's family, and then Sawyer. Got it. Go Steffen's first. So there's the destination, but Biggs, you know what? You can drive. That's the first time meeting you.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
There are no case notes, you two-faced bastard.
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? I'll look somewhere else.
Alright, jeez. He always makes small talk, but I guess Biggs would know that. Hey, fire truck. I can just steal that one. I don't care. The skipper will get mad. He's already mad.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in your face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no money.
You and the family doing
Hello,
it, yeah.
Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started late last night. Steffen's family at Catalina Island. Won some kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. And they come home with us.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble
Where are they sleeping?
in the car. Lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house, in the ruins. Terry lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
It's kind of, I think, a good thing to have a soft-spoken guy like Biggs on this, because that could potentially be a little more calming to families, hysterical people whose house has just been burned. Hey, that's the...
Recently serviced.
So we were
There was
watching
something going
someone messing with their heater.
You solved the case.
Which case was that?
Barfly for the murder.
Was that the second one? No, it wasn't. It wasn't the second one. That was the second part. That's it? Well, I guess it makes sense. There isn't much to go off of. Nice. I can't picture this.
Mr. Stevens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Steffens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
Jesus.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issue.
Catalina Island, Guller's Travel Agency. They got this the day before they left. Second class. No. Okay.
Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Steffens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. Lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
I don't know. He could be telling the truth, but my gut's saying go for doubt.
Everyone else is selling, but you're the holdout, aren't you?
I was the last. I thought I could hold out for a better price. Now, my house is the center lot.
You were the last one not to give up.
Regardless.
Looks like
And
it.
your house conveniently
I've got no
burned
choice. I
down.
have to put a roof over my family.
There's no evidence, but that's
That's all we need for the moment.
suspicious,
All right.
to say the least.
What's with him?
You've seen the papers. I guess he's thinking about his own family. I'd say he's searching for some kind of atonement right now.
Well, I mean, I know he loves his kids. Like, I can tell that much. But Jesus, Cole, it's all his fault. There's no denying it. Sold. Building a better California.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. You have an address for them.
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thanks for your help.
Now, I know my name's been stamped on in the mud, but, I can't take it, dang. Wait, actually, no, I like this car more. Nerd. Oh, I already got this car. We have to go here first.
Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get
Averages 2 a night. Frame's a bit more intact.
Hi, Albert. We've caught this case.
Hey, Biggs. You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater explosion.
Hey, another one.
Looks that way. Insta-Heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month to go back.
Okay.
Take a look around the yard and see what you
But
can
we
find.
know one of them. Well, actually, we don't. But, I mean, generally those cutscenes have to do with people in trouble. Jesus.
You gonna stick it out, Cole? I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer.
God.
Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death.
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you.
Yeah.
But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal. I'd say that's firm but fair. How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God?
This is what we saw the dude changing
Biggs!
with, right?
Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives, this is the next door neighbor.
Detective Phelps, can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere.
Like the last people.
But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica
Got that.
Boulevard.
Thanks.
We have
Been a
that.
big help.
That's interesting. That
Phelps, the guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire.
oh, okay, whatever. We're chasing someone.
Stop! LAPD!
See,
We've got an ID on the firebug. Stop right there!
Oh. Camera angle.
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires.
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
That looks like Jameson from that railroad case,
You're not
except with his face
aren't you,
stretched
Herbert?
down.
I keep myself to myself.
Even sounds like him.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station. I have a theory about this.
Okay,
Will do, Lynch.
what I was
Take
saying.
this guy in.
So I think
We might
it's
want him for
more
questioning
than
later.
You got it,
interesting
detective.
that
I got
both.
such a hard-on for this case. If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
Okay, I'm gonna go explore the rest of this. Gulliver's Travel Agency. Lovely name. I've actually never read the book, but I know what it's about.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD.
John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen?
We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that?
Sure. Yeah. So, Family of 3, Catalina Island. Catalina Island. They're all going to Catalina Island. Why?
Sawyer family, Rosewood Avenue.
Cancel. Why are they? Is this specifically for Catalina Island? Is there Stephens?
Here they are, Stephens. Tell us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of L.A.
Let's hope my philosophy still stands true that faces are more important than what Fel thinks.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who's won.
Thanks for your help.
No problem. Just wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were sick when I walked in the door.
50? Are you?
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
Nice house over there. Folks, why are you doing that? I want... That's not Rusty. I don't know why I called Biggs Rusty.
Let me guess. You want to check out the Suburban address?
Great partners must think alike, Herschel.
Elysian Fields. Like Greek mythology. So...
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the Suburban Redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
So... Oh, okay, sure.
Lynch says we should visit Fire Station 32.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
I did not actually mean to start driving, but I wanted to listen to the conversation.
We came as soon as we could.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire out?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas supply. You have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events. Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas on.
You pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say.
Okay.
Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
You know, there's only really one thing that hasn't been remastered much about these, and it's the facial textures. And I don't think there's much they could have done there anyways. Hey, buddy. Oh, stop. Want your car. Sir. LAPD.
Out of the car! Police!
You coppers ain't God, you know.
Yeah, but I do get to rob you because LA Noire logic.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Show?
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the night.
You know this Chapman character?
Guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
Trespassers will be prosecuted. What's up?
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see.
Just anyone.
Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
One of these days, the cops that arrested that movie producer. It's about time some of those movie
New and
people went to
improved
jail.
model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
Alright, $82 doesn't sound like a lot, but 82 is a lot back then.
Rehab is for quitters.
Trespassers will be
If I don't get this finished, I'm
prosecuted.
blaming you.
Any ideas?
Talk to the guy in charge. See what he says.
Always forget I can
How
do
bad
that.
is it? Come on, you could tell me.
That's another voice actor.
Hey girls, who stole my cigarettes?
I'm gonna sock the hell out of you.
That's the same dude we saw in the street, and once again, I swear he's been in a case.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of...
That's the
house fires.
bartender
Tell us about
that I found really funny. That's
There's a
right.
regulator from a Model 70, yeah. Let me take a look. We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
Okay.
So you're telling me that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with
I
this
don't
heater?
trust these
Look,
people.
we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all
Not
safe
all.
either.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
I think you're lying, Rasik. I think some of your men aren't fully licensed. You're desperate to cover your sales.
And how are you going to prove that, Detective? Name me one of my guys who would have overlooked a fault like this.
Well, I mean... either of these would work. So,
What about Matthew Ryan?
You know about Ryan, huh? All right, he's been in some trouble, I know that. He's done his time.
You in the habit of hiring criminals, Rasik?
I need guys, Detective. This boom is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
This is a long shot. We are not going to roust that whole list.
I want to run it by R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Okay, wait,
Right ahead.
that's the dude from the bar. I think that actually is the same dude. That's cool. Dude, he's just yelling at us.
Operator, give me dispatch.
Yeah, you remember that girl?
Putting
You
you
got
through now.
murdered and you laughed at me?
Phelps, badge 1247.
He's still
How could I
talking.
help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Cutner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter. Previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew. Charged for contempt of court. Attempted murder. Pleaded plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady.
Excuse me?
Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasick. Desperate times and...
You heard that, right?
Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Okay, girls.
Here.
Who stole my cigarette?
Happy now?
Stick around, Mr. Rasick.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Oh wait, no, I can read more. Why would you close that, idiot? Wait, this is just the Anarchist Manifesto or something. Wow, they have a lot of these.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
Unless it's different on the inside.
Ryan wants the world to be a better place. Don't we all?
Pliers.
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Right, Phelps. No, who else didn't pertain to the case? Elsa.
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive. Varley has a problem with bugs.
It's all in that locker.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasick?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
His name was Diego Avila, I remember.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. Where to, Phelps?
Advice?
3 blondes walk into a bar. You'd think one of them would have seen it. How bad is it? Come on, you could tell me. I'm gonna sock the hell out of you.
He's the cop that arrested that movie producer. It's about time some of those movie people went to jail.
What? So is that going on right now? Okay, so that's going on somewhere nearby.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers, and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
What do you want, buddy?
You know Reginald Varley?
No? Can't say I do.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Varley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting, Clemens?
Whoa, 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 whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. He does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
You were licensed and worked for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
InstaHeat hires arsonists, does it?
Worked as a fitter all my life.
Yeah,
Put everything I had into that
seems
house.
like it.
And my fucking mud shark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
What? That's not the right thing. No matter whether she deserved it or not, she didn't. You don't do that.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
You had the same pamphlets all over.
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy? What proof do you have? Been following me to meetings?
You had the anarchist pamphlets.
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
They're driving around in this pickup
You're behind the
truck.
wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
Ryan's.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan.
I said,
son of a bitch.
Those are GI's backyards he's crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in! I'll take out the van! He's in a company van and he's losing us, Cole. Some partner I got.
He's going to kill those men.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody.
Those are GI's backyards he's crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in! I'll take out the van.
No, you did not just get back.
He's going to kill those men.
Excuse me?
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close in, Phelps. We need to take Ryan down before he hurts somebody.
Don't you even start driving.
Don't go to sleep on me. Get it close.
Give it up, LAPD.
That was very broken.
Why did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared,
Yeah,
Ryan?
you
Matthew
don't
Ryan, I'm
run
arresting you
unless
on
you have a
suspicion of
reason to be
committing a series of
scared.
arsons.
Nope, just throwing them right into the van.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
So where do you want to go? Farley's on the run. He might be packing heat. He's wanted for murder. I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I made...
I'm sad we didn't get to finish that conversation. I was enjoying
LAPD,
it.
Varley! Stop or I'll shoot! Come on, Varley! You can't keep running forever!
Should I just shoot him? I mean...
You run all the way from Michigan, Reginald?
Okay,
Stop or I will
worked.
shoot!
Haven't actually been able to do that in a while, or at least it always just tells you tap A to tackle, but I think that's more efficient if they're going in a straight line.
Why did you run from us, Varley?
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you. Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, your guest is. Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy? Take him away, officer.
He didn't argue the murder.
You're behind the wheel.
Bye.
Wilshire PD.
Where are we headed?
Continue to respond.
Hits of the week, chart toppers, and variety shows.
I have two suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Charging
you don't
us
see
this
that
one.
every day.
Yeah, okay. And he's right, you don't see that every day.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
We have your books.
This is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
Your locker is full of pamphlets. Clemens told us how you were always foisting them on people.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets. A guy has to do something. Insta-heat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
Insta-heat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
Notable that a lot of them are named after like Greek and
Guy has
Roman
to
mythology
work.
stuff.
And the directors of the company.
mythology.
How do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
Is the Roman god of forgery. Huh.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator
By that
valve
means
of a Model
fire as
70
well.
heater?
No, I don't.
If you know enough to do your job, you know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
And how do you think you can prove that?
Good question.
Your boss at InstaHeat said that you've all been trained to do it. It's a common repair. Are you calling him a liar?
Okay, so I know how it's done. But what would be the point? You just end up with a gas leak and then a small fire when you turn the pilot back on.
And if you didn't reset the pilot and the gas spread, what was the cause of the fire in your own home, Ryan?
I won't tell you.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
Do we have a criminal record for him? Oh yeah, we do. I remember that. Oh yeah, assault. Lovely.
You're lying, Ryan.
Just like McCaffrey.
And how exactly are you going to prove that?
You have a criminal record, buddy.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
That's it for the moment, Ryan.
So I can go?
Sure. As soon as your red friends storm the building and carry out, you'll keep your seat until we decide how long to lock you up for, knucklehead.
Real happiness is when you marry a girl for love and you find out later she's
But
got
procedure says we eliminate all of the suspects. Let's speak to Varley.
Yeah, I'm thinking of moving up.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue? Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Dude.
Why are you lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Sawyer and Varley.
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think you played him, though. Because he still wouldn't sell.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
How did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
Ryan says you offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering. He'll testify in court.
Suburban They got real-time pressure on getting some of the big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss.
Huh.
So yeah, I took their money. But so did a lot of guys, all right? Carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
Cole doubts it. You're a really bad liar. And we have the mosquito coils in your locker.
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh?
It's not solid proof, though.
Arsonists use cigarettes and mosquito coils as time delay fuses. We found an open box of mosquito coils in your locker.
Whoa, hang on! Those things, they belong to Ryan, all right? He asked me to hold them because his locker's full of stupid pamphlets. I thought he used them for camping.
Genuinely don't know where to believe him or not on that last.
Reginald Varley, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
I'm no cold-blooded criminal. I could never burn up a whole family in their home.
But what if they weren't intended to be in their home?
How is it? No, just keep your mouth shut and listen to me for a second. How is it you can bring no less than 3 suspects into my station, conduct extensive interviews, sift through mountains of evidence with Lynch and Pinker, and still manage to charge the wrong fucking guy? I took a chance on you, Phelps. People said I was crazy, and you made me look like a jerk. You may not be much of an arson investigator, but I hear you're merciless on the beat. Get going.
Okay, so I charged the wrong guy. No more cutscene? Let's see. Yeah, okay, there is. Need to keep going.
You're 2 blocks behind 1st and 2nd.
We have more buildings to clear. You know our orders,
There's
Sergeant.
barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him. He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We've a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.